weird. I like it a lot. It's weird. My favorite thing so far is when Nick was like, "Oh, aren't black guys way smoother than white guys?" And you were just like, "Yeah." But we're just like, "You're still having a good time." Paid for the tickets. So. You guys are a couple, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Cool. How long have you guys been dating?
We've been married for a year.
You've been married for a year. How long were you dating pre-marriage? You don't gotta clap for a year, all right? I'm just saying, 2 years, all right. It's a tough one. Two and a half?
Before marriage.
Pre-marriage, you've been together 3.5 years. Math. All right, guys, I feel like that's really commendable. I just got out of a 6-year-long relationship. 6 years. Has anyone been in like a 6-year-long relationship that went sour or more, less? What was the longest amount of time that you were dating someone where it went bad? You guys are like, we'll see. I don't know. It's been a good 18. It might just be 18. Thank God. I want to date a smooth black guy. I got out of a 6-year-long relationship. It was horrible. It was really, really bad because here's the thing. She would want to have sex like 3 or 4 times a day, which was dope. And if I was lucky, one of those times would be with me. So, it hurt a lot. But it's weird now, because now that I'm single, like, I don't know, sometimes when you're single, you're really sad, you get really lonely. The other night, I was feeling super lonely, I was very drunk. So I opened up my laptop, I went on Internet Explorer, then I ended up on this site called Cosmopolitan. You guys know this Cosmopolitan site? It's great, but it's mainly for the ladies, it's mainly for the females. That's what I want to explain. I was really drunk, because it's really embarrassing as a guy to still use Internet Explorer. And that is a cool article. I want to act it out for you. It's cool. Like in a relationship, it was about cuddling. Like if the girl is the one who's lying on her back and the boy is the one who's like holding her, it means that the female has a more dominant personality, which is fascinating, very interesting. You guys are like, I'm the fucking G. I'm the one. But here's the thing, the exact opposite, that's how I cuddle. So that was really cool, because that's the one where the guy is on his back and the girl just isn't there. Single sisters, cousins, what's up? How you doing? I'm trying the online dating thing. Here's the thing, so a couple in the back, you guys have been together, you said 18 years? How do you meet? How do you guys meet?
I call it parents without enough partners.
Oh, so wait, that's kind of creepy.
Parents without partners.
Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. That's beautiful. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys found each other. But that's the thing. You can do something like that, or you meet someone. You can find your life partner. But now, if you want to meet someone at like 29 years old in 2019, super hard. You have to do the online dating. I'm kind of against it, all right? I don't want to tell my kids I met their mom while I was like drunk on the toilet swiping right, all right? Like, it's not a fairy tale, you know what I mean? It's not cute. I tried a couple online dating websites. The one that I liked a lot, I met a girl on there, it was called Black People Meet. And it's a good site. But just a heads up, you do not want to spell meat wrong. That is a completely different website, let me tell you. I was looking at messages, I'm like, who could it be? Oh, it doesn't fit on the screen. Oh my Lord, so beautiful. So met one girl online, and it was weird, because we were dating for a little while, we had to break up, because our lives are going in very different directions. Like, she currently makes 6 figures a year as an engineer for Google, all right? Very impressive. My last paycheck was a bag of weed for telling poop jokes in Modesto. All right? I don't even know how I can put that on my taxes. You know what I mean? So it felt like a W-420. What's up? How you doing? Stoner guy. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? In the parking lot after the show. Oh man, live in LA. I like LA a lot. Round of applause. Who's been to LA? Who's been to LA? You guys? It's great. Fair enough. All right, fuck you guys too. We're cool. Talking about everything else. Well, that's pretty weird. It's dangerous. That's what I like about it. It's super dangerous. The night before we actually left to come up here, someone got shot outside of my home. Yeah, it was bad. I was freaking out because it was the first time I've ever used a gun. All right, guys. I was like, get away from my car. I'm just gonna nap. What's like the gun vibe up here? Do people like guns in Rocklin, or is it more like anti-gun?
I'm anti.
You're anti? Good for you. if someone isn't, hello, you're cool too. No, I'm very anti-gun too. It's weird because, like, here's the thing. I had a very bad experience when I was a kid. When I was like 15 years old, 16 years old, I went out hunting and I tried to shoot this rabbit. And I don't know, I just felt so bad and I felt so horrible because I accidentally hit the magician. And it was the worst birthday party, let me tell you. The worst. Oh man, me, Danny, and Nick, we got in a little earlier. We were walking this little plaza with mountain bikes and around. And I will say, I feel like Rocklin so far on this little trip has had the best homeless people of any place that we've been to. Rocklin homeless people are very interesting. Some guy, it was really weird, he was like, do you have any change? We don't have any change. Then he asked me a weird question. He was like, oh, well, are you pro-gay? What kind of question is that? All right, don't ask me that out of the blue. That's personal information. I'm like, what did you say? He's like, are you pro-gay? I'm like, sir, I'm not even amateur gay. All right? When did you guys get a lead? You know what I mean? Fantasy gay? I'm draft two. Let's do it. Get off me. I don't know what's going on. But it's cool, man. I like LA. Here's the thing with LA. You can do anything in LA. That's what I love about it. Like, if you want to be an actor, move to Los Angeles. You know what I mean? If you want to be a comedian, move to Los Angeles. You know what I mean? If you want to just like sit on your couch all day and do a bunch of drugs, move to Roseville. You know what I mean? It really a lot of different vibes. I like Roseville a lot. I like a lot of good couches. But yeah, I was walking around. I played this game out here. You guys can play along. It's a fun game. It's called Homeless or Hipster. Here are the rules. Here are the rules. Walk out the rules right now. If they're like walking down an alley and they look kind of sketchy, they're probably homeless. If they got like a cool man bun and they're in like a cool coffee shop, they're probably a hipster. If they got a big old beard and they're pushing around a grocery cart full of empty PBR cans, I don't know. That one goes either way. But I got a lot of love for NorCal because I used to live in Northern California. I used to live in Northern California, love Northern California. Like I remember a couple years back I was living up here and I was in the Redwood Forest and it was beautiful, it was incredible. Only the thing is, it's really hard to bring girls home when you live in the forest, all right guys? Very tough. They're always like, what is this? You know, this is really creepy. Get me out of your trunk. You know what I mean? They say the same thing every time. It's tough. It's very tough. When I was living there, it was great because I was working in the Redwoods at a summer camp for kids with disabilities, and I loved it. Like whenever my kids were really awesome, really well behaved, I would give them all Capri Suns. Whenever they were like little assholes, I would give them all Capri Suns with the straws ripped off. And apparently that made me a bad person because they were all amputees. You know what I mean? Oh man, that is my favorite joke. That is my favorite joke, hands down. Guys, hold on for you guys. This is why black guys are smoother. I feel like this might be. I love your laugh. It's great. It's great. 3.5 years. Who has 3.5 years on the pool? I have 3.5 years on the pool. We'll be okay. Oh man, what else about me, guys? A lot more about me. Who likes professional wrestling? Is any professional wrestling fans out there? Young, old? Great. You're all gonna hate the next 3 minutes. I was not a wrestling fan, dude. It's so big. It's so great. Yeah, see, you're one. I feel like you're a big wrestling fan. Are you, sir? Yeah, not okay. That no was so fast. You must be a wrestling fan, right? Oh, no, never. Get out of here. When I was a wrestler, I actually used to wrestle. It was the best job in the whole world. Best job in the whole world. I remember wrestling this guy one time, last match of my wrestling career. And it was horrible because when we started wrestling, he decided to cheap shot me. He legitimately headbutted me in the dick, which was horrible. It was the worst because it was the first time I've seen anyone get a concussion. All right, guys, it was. Ladies,
Because you were hard?
Yes. The bone, actually, was just the hip bones are really aggressive. How great would that be? Oh, you broke my leg. What are you doing? Best X-Man, the hip bone. Hippopotamus. All right, we're done with that bit, guys. I feel like when I was wrestling, it was great because every wrestling is a finishing move. I had a great move. I would get the guy's head and I would throw it in the mat. Some people call it an RKO. Some people call it a diamond cutter. My boss called it a fireable offense. So I'm tired. What's up? I'll send you my CV and resume. All right, let's do it. When I was a kid, man, I used to watch so much wrestling. For me, professional wrestling was great. For me, professional wrestling wasn't just a TV show. For me, professional wrestling was like Jesus Christ. All right, like think about it. 1, tons of people all over the world follow it religiously. And 2, it's real. You know what I mean? It's great. Lord is real. My back really hurts from the 6 months I wrestled. It's great. Oh man, I love food. Any other foodies in here? Any foodies? Yeah. What do you guys like to eat?
Everything.
Everything. Great. Here's some 3-week-old brownies. Enjoy it. Like, we'll do it. We can put a little cardamom on it. I love eating. I always love eating so much, man. But here's the thing. I was a fat kid. Being a fat kid messed me up. I remember when I was like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I was so insecure about my weight. I used to cut myself. Giant pieces of cake to hide the pain.
Yes.
And they're delicious. They're absolutely delicious. Oh man, I think I'm fat because I eat fruit, alright? Like I might have an orange slice once in a blue moon. That one's for the alcoholics. What's up guys, my people? I'll see you in the parking lot. Oh man, I'm on this new diet. It's a weird diet because instead of eating, all I do is smoke cigarettes. It's not very good for you, but it's effective, man. You lose a ton of weight in the beginning, and then a bunch more during chemo. So, I told that joke at a cancer benefit like 2 months ago. And it killed. Absolutely killed. A good time. Oh man, like Nate, your host, or Nick, who just was up here, like he may have said, you guys have seen me on some things. You have seen me on like BuzzFeed, or Last Comic Standing, or Craigslist, and it's weird because I actually just got an agent. It's very exciting, and this agent of mine, he's great, but he told me I'm not going to send you on auditions unless the audition matches your look, matches your type. So far, I've only been getting cholo auditions. Which you can tell that I'm not very comfortable with by the way I pronounce cholo. But I don't think I'm ever gonna book a cholo role, alright? Because I'm in there are other guys auditioning and they look tough, they look hard, they have eye scars, they have neck tattoos. I do not look like a tough cholo, alright? Like, I look like a cholo who loves like hummus and early Blink-182. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna steal your wallet, but I might steal your heart. Hey, how you doing? But where's the go? Being like a comic or an actor, though, this is what sucks. Is like your friends will have successes, and you want to be proud of them, you want to show your support, but you get really jealous sometimes because you kind of want that work. Like I have a friend who just booked a pilot with Justin Bieber, all right, and it was a big deal, and they were so excited, and I was really jealous because I was like, man, I wish I had that pilot. Until I realized no one cares about Justin Bieber, all right? Like, Justin Bieber was like really big back in the day, sure, but like no one remembers her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what the big issue is. That's great. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Oh man. But yeah, it's true. But here's the thing, like even though like I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, like money's tight, I've had a lot of weird jobs. Like I remember I had this one job where I was teaching first aid and CPR part-time. And I learned this crazy lesson. I'm gonna teach it to y'all. Like if you see someone who's like hurt, they need medical attention, they're unconscious, like go and help them be a good person. But if you see someone who's hurt, they need medical attention, and they're still like aware, they're still like, they know what's up, they can see like what's going on, you have to ask them for consent to help. Or if anything goes wrong, they can sue you, which is absolutely nuts. Because now, if I see someone who's hurt and they're still aware, they still know what's going on, like I have to go up to them and choke them out. You know what I mean? There you go. I can finally help you. I had a weird job for a minute. I was working at Disneyland. I love Disneyland. Any Disneyland fans in here? Any Disneyland fans? You're all gonna hate the next 3 minutes. Oh, except for in the back, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So I was wrestling at Disneyland. Now, Nah, Disneyland is cool, man. This isn't even like a bit. This isn't even a joke. It's just a weird fact. So when I was working there, I found out that a lot of our rides, they were made in the 50s, made in the 60s, and they can't like hold people of today because there's a lot of bigger people today than back in the day in the 50s. You know, there weren't big people because they didn't have Korean barbecue. So it's like, so it's weird. It's a weird issue to tag, but I'm a big guy, so I empathize. It sucks, but like now, if I'm like at Disneyland helping someone out and they're too large to like fit on a boat, fit on a train or whatever, I have to apologize to them and make it up to them by offering them a free meal voucher. All right, I don't understand. I don't think that's helping the problem. That's what I think it's doing. Sorry, you don't have the money to go to rehab, but here's some meth. All right, will that help? I don't know. My favorite thing about working at Disneyland, man, whenever there was a kid who was like sad and they were like anxious, like you could go in, do some magic, make sure they're happy, make sure their day's better. Like I remember one time there was this little girl freaking out because she was in line for Space Mountain and she was afraid of roller coasters. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, are you afraid of roller coasters? And she was like, yeah, I don't like them, I don't want to ride this ride. And I'm like, don't worry, don't stress out, because this is my favorite roller coaster ever. I love this roller coaster. But when I was your age, I was a girl too. You know what I mean? She did not appreciate it. She did not appreciate it one bit. One job I love is I actually teach improv because in juvenile hall, which is great. Because you know, if you're like a 16-year-old murderer, the one thing you want in your life is some musical theater. Am I right? Let's go. Let's have some fun. Yes, and. But I was doing this workshop, and I was like, guys, we're gonna do an improv scene. Someone shout out a suggestion so we can do this scene. And this kid, all the way in the back, goes, yo, peanut butter jelly sandwich. And out of nowhere, the whole place started rioting. I don't know what's going on. A security guard pulls me to the side, and he's like, didn't you know? Peanut butter jelly sandwich is underground gang code for we're about to shank someone. No, that's not common knowledge, okay? I have never been in that situation. I've never been in a thing where it's like, can I have half your PB&J? Oh yeah, sure. Ah, why'd you do that? I warned you. What's the big problem? Oh man, that's the thing, man. I feel like I'm trying to be like a nice guy. I'm trying to be a nice person, but I feel like I'm doing a bunch of nice things for like the wrong reasons. All right? Like here's the thing. I'll hold open the door for you. Like you go inside first. I'll help you out. But I'm kind of doing it just to look at a butt. You know what I mean? Like, after you. No, after you, sir. Go ahead, sir. Hello. Some nice slacks. Good ones. Or it's like, I drive a Prius. Everyone's like, you drive a Prius? You got a brother Prius owner?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Prius handshake? Can't hear it. Can't hear it at all. Can't hear it. Not very effective either. Didn't make it to the destination, but you didn't hear it. That's the point. We helped hear it, didn't we? And that's what everyone says. Like, oh, you drive a Prius, help save the environment. No, I drive a Prius because I hate helping my friends move. All right? No one will ask you to help move in a Prius. What can you carry? I can carry an ashtray and like a 6-pack. All right? You get to their house, here's your ashtray. I also consider myself a feminist. I am a feminist. I believe in equality. I think it's like complete BS that people are making less money than other people, even though we're all just people. We're all just humans. But what's weird about it is I think I'm a feminist for the wrong reasons. Because I'm a feminist because I don't like paying for the whole dinner. All right? Like we should split it down the middle. You got the appetizer. Pony up, grandma. All right? You know what I mean? Like Saturday, I'm taking you out. This is the 3rd time. Like, give me some money for that guac. But yeah, man, I love living in LA, I actually went to college for theater. My undergrad degree was in theater because I've always dreamed of moving to Hollywood to drive for Uber. So, it's working out pretty well. But here's the thing, man, like, I don't know if college really prepared me for the real world. I really don't think it did, because there are things you can do in college you can't do at your full-time job, all right? Like, you can't walk into your full-time job 20 minutes late, hungover, wearing nothing but like flip-flops, a bathrobe, and a side of swagger, all right? Like, you'll get fired. You do that in class, you might get Rebecca's number. You know what I mean? Watch out. Rebecca's a hoe. Okay? But to her credit, she's like a great professor, you know? It evens out. Oh man, I bounced around. I lived in a lot of places. Like I said, I lived up here. Lived in LA. But here's the thing. I currently have a weird living situation because I'm the worst roommate ever. Like, clap it up if you've ever had a horrible roommate. Who's had a horrible roommate news for you guys? Heads up, if you're quiet right now, you were the horrible roommate, alright? So, look in the mirror and do your dishes. I really have the worst roommate ever. The worst roommate. She's really like loud and messy, and my mom. And I love my mom though. My mom is super cute. Oh, my belly's out. How long has it been out? The whole set? The whole set? It's part of the brand. It's like comic last night? Who? Dane Cook? Nah, the belly guy. Oh, I know the belly guy. I know the belly guy. The one who can't button up his shirts with one hand? I know that belly guy. He's great.
I believe in you. You can do it.
What the heck? What's going on? Oh, man. Unzip. I feel that.
I knew you could do it.
What was I talking about? Roommates, yeah. My roommate hates my belly, man. She don't air. Why so fat? I don't know. I'm practically bring home dinner. Thank you. But I love my mom. Mom's super cute. It's just weird living at home. Really weird living at home, as especially like an adult. But she'll get mad at me over everything. Like she got me smoking the other day. She freaked out, and I was like, "What's the big deal? It's only meth." But my mom's super cute because my mom, like, it's just like little Filipino woman. She has a really thick accent, really thick Filipino accent. I remember growing up, my mom would be like, Erik, do you want to go to the ocean? Do you want to see the water? Do you want to go see the beach? What? Whoa! Oh, what did you just say, Mom? Do you want to see the beach? No! I do not want to see Grandma right now. Get off my back, gee. Not full Filipino, Dad is Mexican. It's fun being Mexipino. I like it a lot. Here's the thing about being Mexipino. Like the Mexican side evens out with the Filipino side. Like as a Filipino, Filipinos lose their hair very early. A lot of Filipino men are bald. So by the time I was like 18, 19 years old, I was losing my hair. It was messed up. But it works out because since I'm half Mexican, by the time I was in kindergarten, I could grow a mustache. You know what I mean? It's pretty great. It is weird, man. I feel like I got stuck with like the two races with like the worst names ever. All right, Filipinos and Latinos, we have the horrible names. Like for example, I have an uncle on the Filipino side whose name is Boy. All right, he's my Uncle Boy. Like my question, how lazy were my grandparents? You know what I mean? Like, here's a boy, it's your son. What do you want to name him? Yes. No, sorry. What if we were all named that way? We were all named as like just whatever they saw when we were born. You know what I mean? It'd be like, hey, what's up? My name is like Sweaty Male Baby. What's going on? Like, this is my wife, like Girl Baby. This is my daughter. Her name is Premature. And this is my son. His name is Why Is He Black? I don't know. Looks like our attractive neighbor. What's up, Antoine? He's doing fine. It's so smooth. But it sucks because I'm talking about Filipino names, they're kind of weird, but you know what's even worse? Latino names. Latino names are the worst. I have the worst Latino name ever. It's Escobar. Horrible. When you think Escobar, who do you think of?
Pablo.
But you're the most interesting crowd I've ever seen. Escobar, associate, who do you think of?
Emilio.
We don't know. Emilio Escobar from the Mighty Ducks. I've never seen the Mighty Ducks, but I saw Night at the Roxbury. I know what's going on. We got it. Oh man, but no, everyone brings up Pablo. Everyone's like, oh, his name's Escobar. Must be related to Pablo Escobar. And if you don't know who Pablo Escobar is, which I'll assume for this crowd, Pablo was like this big cartel leader, and it's so messed up because every time someone meets me, they always do that same joke. Oh, you're related to Pablo, you're in a gang, you're in a cartel, and it doesn't really bother me, all right? Because they'll be dealt with. Oh man, I'm a millennial, 29 years old, and there are millennials in the crowd. Homie in the back, you're a millennial, right? Or right, 28, 29? He's not a millennial. That was a bit. That was a joke. How old are you guys? Are you in the bracket?
Freshly 27.
Freshly 27. Okay, cool. 31. Oh, robbing the cradle. I don't really know what that phrase means. I think it's weird because I think millennials get a bad rap, a very bad rap. Everyone hates millennials, especially other millennials, all right? Like, we're a very self-hating generation, and I know why. I can tell you why we're weird. We're weird because we were the first generation to grow up with Wi-Fi, the internet, technology, video games. It messed us all up. I can't do anything without my phone, all right? I can't do anything. I was taking a poop the other day. I freaked out because I didn't have my phone on me, all right? Like, I just like finished my business and got out of the pool. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm trying to be like a better adult. I'm trying to learn how to cook. I just started doing this thing called Blue Apron. You guys have Blue Apron up here? Yeah. Blue Apron's super weird. It's pretty cool. Every week you like subscribe to them and they send you a box full of like ingredients and recipes, like portioned out food, and then you burn everything and order a pizza. Delicious. Mountain Mike's 20 minutes. Let's do it. This will be fun. Oh, I'm learning how to be a better cook though. Because seriously, I have a friend. He's a great friend, and he makes I think at least 6 figures a year as a baker, which blows my mind. But I get it because he's amazing. Like, he makes this chocolate cake. This chocolate cake is so good. It's an orgasm in your mouth, and then he lets you eat the cake. So it's really delicious. I wanted to share with you guys kind of a sad story. I can share with you a sad story. We're pretty close, pretty bonded. I got no yeses. Here we go. I remember a few years back, I was dating that girl I was talking about, 6-year-long relationship, and she actually ended up getting pregnant, which was super tough. It was super hard to deal with because I don't make a lot of money, she didn't make a lot of money, we can't raise a kid. So she decided she did not want the kid, which was a very tough decision for her. I wanted to support her through that, I wanted to be with her through that. I drove her to the appointment and I was with her the whole time she had the procedure. We're both crying. We leave, we get back to the car, and that's when I realized, when we just want to go home, we just want to pass out, I locked my keys in the car, in the parking lot of the clinic. Do you know how embarrassing it is to walk back into an abortion clinic and ask and borrow a coat hanger? It is. The worst. I think I made it. Oh no. No replay on this one? Oh man. What is Rocklin more of like an alcohol town or more of like a weed town? Weed? You're like,
According to my son, not me.
She's like, I have no kids. But according to my son, I can see that, man. Here's the thing, I'm in SoCal, and I feel like up here it was a little looser. It was very tight in like LA. Like I remember the other day, it was like a year ago. I remember I was driving and I had some weed on me, and I was afraid because cops started to pull me over. I can't throw it out the window. He's gonna see it. I can't hide it. He might find it. So I do the only thing I think I can do in that situation to hide it, and I put the weed in my butt. All right, it was a bad call, very bad. And see, one of two things happens in that situation. Either she kind of like rests there, you know what I mean? Because it's like it closes up and it's like, nothing's going in there. Hey, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Or like sucks it in. And it sucked in and it was horrible. Because the cop like knocked on my window and he's like, sir, do you know I pulled you over? And I'm like, no. He's like, your tail light's out. And I'm like, great. Now I have like 2 problems with my rear end. All right? I'm like, 2. And he didn't give me a ticket, but I found a whole new way to get high. You know what I mean? So, the story. Oh man, let's do this really quick. I've been doing shows here once, sometimes twice a year for at least, maybe like 4 or 5 years now. I love this space very much. So really quick, clap it up for Paul in the back. Definitely support my shows here. Who got a drink tonight? Who got a drink tonight? Clap it up for a drinker. Great, awesome. Support the club. I was in here earlier. I love drinking. I love doing drugs, but a little PSA: be very careful, you know, with all these substances. Like I tried acid recently, and it was horrible because I dropped the acid. I was tripping out, and then out of nowhere, my little brother walked in the room and asked if he could try something. Which it sucks, man. It sucks a lot because that's like the one experience you do not want to have as an only child. You know what I mean? I got gotta get out of here. I was gonna end on this joke about how I never leave my apartment, but screw it. It's an inside joke. Guys, I feel, I'm gonna end with this. I'm so happy you guys came out. We really important. I really appreciate your guys' support for the show here at Blacktop. Love you guys very much. But if you want to further support us and help us out, we're actually driving to LA tomorrow. We need a little extra gas money, so we're actually selling some merch. I'm selling these lighters with my face on them. So if you want to pick one up after the show, I'm selling them outside with Danny and Nick. But here's the thing, I just want to make this clear. I sell them, and they're 2 lighters for $5. And a lot of people, they come up to me, and they're like, Eric, man, 2 lighters for $5? That's kind of expensive.